Beautiful there. It's beautiful in Puerto Rico. Actually, you know what? I had some Puerto Rican weed, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all want story time? Yeah, I believe it's San Juan. Y'all want story time? Do y'all want a story time when I went to Puerto Rico? Y'all funny. Y'all want story time? Okay, so story time, y'all. This is way before Rashad or anything like that, my husband. I had been divorced. I was in an abusive marriage. So I think this was year number... y'all, hold on. I think Zoe was only a year old, y'all. Give me a second. Hold on, give me a second, because I want to get the date just. But I definitely was like recently divorced, and I got out of abusive marriage. Yes, I thought this nigga was going to like accidentally like kill me, like, because he would drink so bad, y'all. He would drink from like, once his grandfather passed, and that was like his father, even though I gotta give y'all a backstory, okay? His real father wasn't really in his life because he was kind of like done with his mom, and he didn't want him, but the mom kept the baby and all that stuff, right? So when my ex-husband, baby daddy, once his grandfather died, he already was drinking, okay, y'all, but it was manageable. You know how people could drink and they can manage and still go to work and stuff? He was able to manage it, right? But like after his grandfather died, it was like all hell broke loose, okay? It was like he came a person that I never seen or expected, right? So he would drink from the time he got up to the time he like passed the fuck out. To the point where, yes, he would drink that much and he would pass out, and we will get into it because, we got kids, and it was just too much, to the point where, yes, I got choked out, kicked in my stomach while I was pregnant, burnt with cigarettes, y'all. Yes, the nigga burnt me with a motherfucking cigarette. Nigga burnt me with a cigarette, okay? So I had to get out of there. So I was safe enough to get the fuck up out of that marriage. And that was in 2015, y'all, okay? So I'm finna go and exactly, see, y'all getting a little bit of my personal life because I've been through some shit, y'all. I've been through some shit. I'm so glad I got out that safe and sound, okay? Yes, when that nigga burnt me with cigarettes, y'all, like, I knew it was time to go. It was just, I had to get up out of there. Okay, let me see. So I got a divorce in December. I never forget the date, y'all. And you know what? I took this nigga to court. I made sure he came to court with me. I said, oh no, you coming to court. I picked his ass up and we drove downtown Atlanta on what's the name of that goddamn street? It start with a P. I can't even pronounce it right now. But hell yes, his ass got in the car with me. We went to court. We got that motherfucking divorce on December 10th, 2015. Okay, never forget that date. I'm looking at y'all pictures. I'm looking at pictures when we went, because I'm going to get to a Puerto Rican story. When I went to Puerto Rico, I'm definitely getting to the story time. Get to the story time, okay? I just want to make sure I have my dates right, because I don't like giving wrong dates and stuff like that, okay? So y'all give me, oh shoot, I went too far. Yes, I'm glad I made it out safe too. Thank you. I know y'all probably like, what? He burnt her with a cigarette? He choked, yes, God, he choked, y'all. He choked me to the point where foam was coming out my mouth, and I literally almost passed the fuck out. That's when I said, oh, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at the pictures, y'all. Yeah, that shit. What? Yes, that cigarette shit was wild. No, facts. That shit was too wild, y'all. I'm almost there, y'all. I'm almost there. Cause it definitely was fun, y'all. Y'all gonna my story time for when I went to Puerto Rico. Dang, it was that long ago, y'all. My bad. I didn't even realize it was that long ago. Yeah, that's right. Zoe was still like a baby. She was still... Here we go. Okay. Yep, it was my 30th... Okay. Was he a gangster? He wasn't no goddamn motherfucking gangster or wannabe gangster. I mean, he sold a little weed every now and then. So, you know what I'm saying? We was a trap house for a minute. So, yeah, I've been with a nigga. Yes, so we were a trap house. We ain't had no cocaine or nothing like that. We just had weed, okay? No. And this nigga, X pills. He would sell, and he would be on the bitches too, okay? I tried that shit 2 times. That shit ain't for me. I do not like not being able to control myself, okay? I don't like that. Never again. Okay, so it was May. Now, one thing about me, my solar day is May 5/22, okay? May 22nd. I always told myself that I was going to treat myself every year for my solar day, okay? So that means I'll always going to go somewhere, go to the beach. Like I promised myself. Me actually, getting out that divorce, that was my promise to myself, that I will always go somewhere for my solar day. Okay, so this is May, and I always make sure I was at an island or a beach on my day. Okay, so I booked a 7-day cruise, okay, to the Virgin Islands. Okay, I did it with Carnival. Okay, and so we got in Puerto Rico, I believe, maybe the 19th, I believe. So we were definitely, because I have pictures of us in Puerto Rico on May 20th. So the cruise that I purchased, it was a 7-day cruise to the Virgin Islands, right? And it was going to dock from Puerto Rico, right? And it was my 30th solar day. Like I said, I had just went through a rough divorce, like I said. So that was in 2017. So we looking at, 2 years? Yeah, 15, 16, 17. Yep. Actually, it wasn't a full 2 years, because it wouldn't be in a full 2 years until December. So really, we're like a year and a half of me leave an abusive marriage, right? So I was like, oh, I'm gonna do something for me and my babies, okay? Now, mind you, I think Zoe, she's one. She ain't hit 2 yet. Zoe hits 2 in July, okay? So I was like, you know what? I want to go somewhere. I do something. And at that time, I was a single mom and stuff like that. And I had tax money. And what I used to do with my tax money, y'all, put y'all on game if y'all still getting tax money, because we ain't getting no tax money. We ain't getting no return. I would pay 6 months up rent. I will get money orders for 6 months rent, okay? And I will pay 6 months rent up when I got my tax money, okay? And I would pay maybe 3 months of my car payment, okay? So now when I worked, you know, I still have money. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I'm caught up on everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was able to, you know, continue to have nice things, be able to take my children somewhere, you know, out of the country and things like that. And also at the time, I didn't have time to get them their passports and things like that. So what I did was a cruise. And when you book a cruise, all you need is the birth certificate, okay, and your ID. So I just got out of this crazy divorce. I'm finally really getting on my feet. I finally get back on my feet, right? And I'm like, oh, it's my solar day. I'm about to be 30. You know, I'm not, you know, I'm in my 30s now. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I felt like celebrating. You know what I'm saying? So I had my little tax money left. I had some left over. And I booked me a cruise, okay? And the cruise was to the Virgin Islands. But the dock, where we dock, was in Puerto Rico. So, you know, luckily, oh, okay. I'm sorry, y'all having your own conversation in the in the chat. Where was I? Oh, when we docked the boat. Are y'all listening? Or y'all just like to hear me talk? Are y'all listening? Okay, you still here. All right. So we had to fly into Puerto Rico. Ooh, I hit that. Ooh. So we had to dock. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Okay, so we had booked flights to fly into Puerto Rico. Now me, going through my divorce, I smoked heavily, okay? It was a lot of pain there. So I smoked heavily. So my ass, I was like, where do we get weed from? You know, I'm like, I need to smoke. So I was like, look, I'm going to, where can you get weed from Puerto Rico, right? So, cause I'm like, I gotta smoke, you know, like I said, I was still going through a divorce, you know, just getting on my feet. You know, I just needed something to kind of keep me balanced, you know, I'm still a single mom. I'm trying to be there for my kids, see my kids differently. You know, I still have a job, making sure my job is good and all that stuff. I still have family issues, you know what I'm saying? And still, you know, kind of pissed and bitter that I dealt with what I dealt with so much and all that. So I was like, look, I gotta make sure I get me some weed when I go here, because I knew when you leave, Georgia, your ass getting locked the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? So I knew, I was like, I'm gonna have to get it in Puerto Rico. So I Googled, sure did, and I'm not gonna tell y'all the name. Y'all can do it yourselves. But it was a street. They gave me like a street, like a little area or like a little community, right? And I was like, oh, bet, because I started reading like comments, because you know people ask questions on Google, and some people definitely early. Okay, we fly into Puerto Rico. We get the room and everything. Now, mind you, we still have daylight. Okay, so it's me, my sister, and my brother-in-law. Okay, and they know, and they smoke too, right? So I'm telling them, I'm like, hey, y'all, look, I looked up on Google, y'all, and this is what they say we need to go to get some weed. And they looking at me like, you what? How you know this? Like, what? You really like researched and you know where to get. I'm like, yes, it's legit. I'm like, yes, it's legit. Like, and I don't even know if it's legit or not. I just feel it, you know, like I said, my intuition. And I don't know if it's legit because I'm just still going based off of comments and responses on Google. And you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know it's legit, but I'm telling them, I'm like, no, this shit is legit. Okay. I'm like, no, this legit. We need to go here. Okay. So we get to the room, we drop off the kids and everything, right? Once we drop off the kids, me and my sister and my brother-in-law, we go get in a taxi. You know, yes, they got taxis and stuff, right? So we get we get in the taxi, and of course I asked, could the driver take me there, right? And it was so funny because it's like he knew, like, okay, I know where she's trying to go. Oh, peace. I know where she's trying to go. So, you know, and I'm like, okay, so, and I'm asking him, I'm like, okay, so when we leave, because, you know, they take English too, you know. I don't know how to talk Spanish. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he was able to talk English. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad, because I'll suck at Spanish. I'll be looking at you like, you know, I know a little bit the basics, but I am not a fluent. I do not in Spanish, not at all. So I said, okay, so he takes us, like, it's a main street, right? And they're like, their roads are so, like, close together too, y'all. Ain't no, like, you know how we got here like 6 lanes? Oh no, baby. In Puerto Rico, you got 2 lanes, okay? So the driver, he pulled, like, pulls over and, like, let us, like, jump out, right? So he was like, okay, when you jump out, go down these steps. So we had to go down these steps. And he was like, and then once you go down the stairs, you're going to go through, like, the little alley, right? It's like it's a community, like, on apartments. So, like, in Puerto Rico, most of them live, like, on top of each other, right? But it's not like the high rises that we're used to. No, we talk about, like, cement, like straight cement on top of each other, right? On both sides, okay? And then, you know, then it's the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you could park your car if you want to park your car. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And you can walk, right? So he pulls over. We get out the car. Now, mind you, I ain't scared. I'm sorry, okay? So I'm the one, like, leading. And it's crazy because I'm the oldest. So I'm the oldest out of everybody, right? And I guess they're like, well, shit, you know where to go. Where actually, I did not know where to go. Like I said, y'all, I didn't know this shit was really legit, because all I'm going based off of the comments and questions and stuff on Google, okay, y'all? So we get out the car. We walk down the steps. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna walk down the stairs. Okay, I'm like, okay, all up. We finna go through the community. Y'all, when I tell y'all, as soon as we walk to the community, y'all, right? And then I start seeing like these gods, you know, like you know how you see people like they just be standing in the middle of their door or leaning and it's outside because like you know their doors be open and all that stuff, right? So I seen somebody. I was like, is this where you go? I was like, is this where you go get smoked like this? I'm asking him because I'm knowing they probably gonna know if I'm in the right direction or not. So you know, the first person I seen like come outside their door and seem like you know, hey, I can ask you a question. You could tell I'm a tourist, okay? You know I'm not from here. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the smoke signal. They do it every time. It does it every time. So I'm doing like, is this the right direction to get this right? And then there was see. I'm like, okay, I know C mean. I know what C mean. C mean, yes, I know what C mean. Okay then. So I kid you not. I don't know if they like signal, like I don't know if they signaled them, but I kid you not. As soon as like I turned back around from talking to the 10 Puerto Rican guys come out like with, I'm talking about containers. You got another one all bagged up already. Like they all like, hey, I got this, but I got this. Oh, look, I'm open. He opened the container. Opening the container. It was like, this is what I have. And then you got one open his jacket. You know how like back in the day they had the jacket with the gold watches and stuff. Like literally, he opened his jacket like and like had bags like you know what I'm saying? Like here you go, y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look. I was shocked. Me and my sister and my brother-in-law, we was like, oh my goodness. It's not like how, you know, it's not like how the guys be, man. Y'all like, oh, this my shit. Oh, this. No, not them. What? They all come together. Like, we got this. Hey, I got this over here. I got that over there. I got what you, hey, you want some of this? You want some of this? They all like, whoever get a sale, get a sale. You know what I'm saying? It's not I'm not killing you because you on my block because you sold something on my block. No, it was not like that. That shit was like a different experience, like I never seen before. I mean, we were surrounded. I'm 10 of them. Literally, it was like 10 of them came up and was like, "What you need? What you got? I got this. I got this for you. Whatever." Okay. And they wasn't hating on each other. Whoever got a sale, got a sale. You know what I'm saying? They on for the next one. So shit. Yeah, I bought me a $20 bag. I don't even know I don't know what ounce or whatever. I bought me a $20 bag. It was a nice size bag, y'all. It was a nice size bag too. $20. So yes. That's my story going to Puerto Rico, getting me some weed, and oh yes, and yes, it was on the boat too. It got on the boat too. Okay, it got on the boat too. So yeah, that's my story of me going to Puerto Rico. And then I do have pictures. Where we, you know, went the scenery and off the coast and all that too. So I do have pictures of us in Puerto Rico as well, though. All right.
Isn't those pictures were we in Puerto Rico when me and I had like matching clothes or something?
Yes.
It was those ones?
Yeah.
What I think me and I had like a purple shirt.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, that's my story time. It was so fun. And the weather was beautiful too. The weather was beautiful. Y'all, I couldn't believe it was legit, y'all. I can't believe it was legit. Like, when I Googled it, I had no idea that place was going to be legit. So for me to go, like I said, I don't know where I'm going. This is the first time I ever been in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is the name of the place. Like, hey, I need to get here. Like, y'all, I don't like thinking about it. Wow, that's some wild shit. I didn't even think like now telling the story, because I never told that story. Only people that knew is me, my sister, and my brother-in-law. You know what I'm saying? That's the only people that knew. So this is my first time ever telling this story. So me thinking about it, I'm like, damn, like that's some crazy shit where I just knew that was the right place and we was in the right direction. And Lord behold, it was. And I ain't never been to Puerto Rico before or any of that. And so yeah, y'all, that was one of my story times of being in Puerto Rico, y'all. That was a fun trip. That was a fun trip. Me and Bae, we had let me see my story time for me and him.
Were Layla matching with me and I, or just me and I?
I think it was just you and I. How big was the bag? The bag was like this. Right, on facts. Yes, I did get to see the sunset there. It's beautiful. That's why I said that place is beautiful. Puerto Rico, oh, it's so beautiful too. Oh, that's why I love traveling, y'all. Like, it is so beautiful. That's what I'm saying. When you are in another portal, like on some real shit, like, whew, man, I don't be wanting to come back here. I don't be wanting to come back here. Like, when I go out the country, I do not be wanting to come back here. Oh my goodness, it's just so peaceful. Everybody's so kind, so peaceful. It's no chaos. You know, everything is fresh. You know, people are healthy. You know, these people just enjoying life. You know, so when I go outside the country, it'd be hard trying to come back here, man. It'd be hard. Be like, dang. Even the energy is different. It's so different. That's why I advise everybody, please travel outside this country at least one time. And if you can't do it by plane, do it by boat. You can do it by boat. It's just woof. It's just amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Let me see. Me and Bae be having some stories too on our road trips. Oh my goodness. Who's in here has ever been on with us on the road trips? Anybody been in here since we had been traveling? Us traveling? And it's okay if you haven't. Okay, so you okay, so you been us when we went to the Grand Canyon? You know,
Spotify Premium is the best way to...
I don't know if he wants me to tell y'all that. See, that's the only thing. See, sometimes our story times, I don't know if he wants to tell me, y'all. You know, because he likes to, So, oh, damn, I was finna slip up. I don't think I could tell that story.
You went to the Grand Canyon?
Yes, we went to the Grand Canyon.
I don't remember.
It's okay.
If you're feeling overwhelmed by the news cycle,
Yeah, we did go to the Grand Canyon. But I was going to tell you something happened, but I'm going to let him tell that story. You know, it's some stuff I want him to be able to tell when he gets back home. But that was a deep story that we had when we went to the Grand Canyon.
Biggest challenges without ignoring the hard stuff. We bring nuance, insight, and a forward-looking perspective to help make sense of the current moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him. I'm like, babe, can I tell them what happened when we went to the Grand Canyon? I'm gonna ask. I have a feeling he gonna be like, no, babe, I don't want to tell it. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna.
However you optimize your campaign, advertising on Spotify.
Yeah, some stuff is better unsaid. No facts. That's true.
Learn more at
That's true.
ads.spotify.com.
That is true. But I'm gonna ask though still, cause I feel like it's a good story. I'm trying to think what else. Cause that was a good one. Let me think about something else. Cause I love when we used to be on the road. Now I'll tell you some real shit. I know y'all heard it over, the audio lecture, but when we were on the way to, I think we was on the way to Arizona, and no, it wasn't embarrassing. Not at all. It wasn't embarrassing. We was going to Arizona. We was actually going to Arizona to go to the Grand Canyon. So that was our trip. So on the way to the trip, I had drove. I think once we got to Texas, I think I think it was his turn to drive, right? Yes, we take turns driving. Yeah, we share driving. Yes. So I had drove the first part. He had drove the second, okay? And while he was driving the second, it was late. It was late at night. The girls were asleep in the back. I was up. Yeah, I was up. And we were in kind of like a little bit of I could say a little bit of traffic. And I believe we were going to Mexico. Or New Mexico, not Mexico, New Mexico. I think one of the ways we had to cut through New Mexico, I guess, or something like that, and then we end up having to go to Arizona, something like that. Okay, y'all, forgive me if I'm not accurate. Sorry. I know we were like in Texas and we were going toward Arizona. Yes, the truck driver tried to ran us over the road. Exactly. Like, okay, but y'all heard it, but I'm telling you from my perspective, because I was in the passenger seat when this happened, okay? So, now mind you, we ride and everything, base driving. So, like I said, it was kind of traffic, and so I'm up. So, I'm up paying attention, because it's a lot of stop and going. Like somebody speed up and then it ends up slowing down. It was a lot of that going on, right? So I'm up and alert and stuff like that then. Okay, so it was like we had a lot of cars. So I think it was like 2 or 3 cars behind us, right? And we're getting over because we're trying to pass this truck, right? But this truck keeps on switching lanes. So anytime we was trying to, if we was in the far left lane and we're trying to come right, get in the right lane, he will literally come to the right lane, right? And at first, you like, okay, oh shoot, maybe, Cause he's in front of you. Now mind, just a big ass 18-wheeler truck that's in front of your ass. And then I think before the truck started fucking with us, I believe there were cars that actually kind of passed the truck, and the truck let them pass them, right? But it's like, yeah, for some reason, when it was our turn to try to pass him, he gave us almost, oh my goodness, gave us a hard ass time. It was we get in this one, babe was speed, like we'll try to speed up, you know what I'm saying? And then the truck jump over, you know, and then like, okay, we're like, well shit, come on. Okay, so we get back in the right lane. We're trying to get back in the right lane, and we trying to like get ready to pass him. You know, he comes over again. Like that shit was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, even just thinking about it. It was so scary. It was so scary, because then it hit you. It hit you that this motherfucker is trying to hit us with the truck. I said, no, this motherfucker is really trying to do this shit on purpose. And the fucked up part about it is we wasn't even in our vehicle. We was in a rental vehicle. We was in a rental vehicle. Because like I said, you know, the first two times, the first time I'm like, okay. When I seen it the second time, I'm like, hold on. Babe, like, you know what I'm saying? Now he drive, but he's driving wrong. Okay? And mind you, he's the driver, so I'm in the passenger side, you know. So all I'm this is what's going on, and then we speeding up, and like, so I'm in the seat like going like this, and like, what is, you know, like literally, like that's how I am in the passenger seat, like because switching lanes, then we're trying to, okay, let us pass you, or like let us pass you. And you won't even let us do that. You trying to come in the fucking lane while we trying to pass your ass. And then we try to get off. Oh my fucking God. We trying to get off the motherfucking exit, and then you gonna trying to come towards us. Like you literally running us off, like we could not get around the goddamn truck. Like I said, the first one was like, okay, well, maybe he tripping. Because that's how I was at first. I was like, babe, maybe he tripping. Or maybe somebody in front of him is doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm always going to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm always going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to immediately think that it's going to be something, you know, something else. You know, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, and mind you, it's dark, so it's not like I'm able to see. It's not like I'm able to see what's in front of him. Neither. So okay, I'm like, okay. The first swerve, I'm like, oh, okay, hold on, what's going on? And then, like I said, now we getting over here, and then now you want to jump over here, like, hold that. Okay, now what? And then I'm like, babe, and he like, babe, you know, like he pissed, and then. It was just like a lot, like to the point where babe was like, I'm glad. He said, babe, I'm glad you was in the passenger seat, because if I wasn't, he said he would. He was like, I'm glad I was driving. Follow you that see, that's that see. But yeah, that was so scary. Yes, the truck damn near ran us over, y'all. Oh my goodness, I never seen that. Never experienced that in my life. And I travel, like, you know what I'm saying? But that was my first time ever traveling to the West Coast. You know, the furthest I traveled was definitely Florida, and I think North Carolina. That's like the furthest I've drove somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So driving to, well, we did drive to Nevada. We did go to Nevada. So that was the second time. Because we went to Arizona. But regardless, and I've been on road trips since I was a kid. You know, that's how I learned how to drive. I learned how to drive going to South Carolina, getting on 20 and taking it all the way down. So that's how I learned how to drive. Growing up, we would go to South Carolina 4 hours because my great grandma, they from that area, Darlington, South Carolina. It's only 4 hours from here. So I'm used to being on the road with the 18-wheeler trucks and stuff like that. So that right there experience was very, very scary. That's why I told him, I said, babe, let's fly. I don't want to drive. Because that scared me. That scared me. I'm not going to even front. And to be honest, yeah, we haven't had a road trip since then. Yep. When we came, we had not had a road trip since then. Right? I think so. Yep. Yeah, so I'm like, we flying. Because that's some scary shit to have. 18-wheeler, and that's what I'm saying. And then we in a small rental car, man. If we would have, we all would have been taken out. Whoever that was definitely was trying to take us all the way out. Me and the kids. They didn't care. The whole family and Simba. Simba was in the car with us too, y'all. Because the Airbnb that we had accept pets, so Simba was in the car as well, y'all. Yeah, they would have took the whole family. So when he get home, I'm like, babe, our family trip, can we fly? Or if we do go somewhere, can it be like close? That's a scary experience. I mean, I'm still traumatized when we got pulled over by the marshals. I don't even know if y'all realize that, but I'm still traumatized from that experience. The girls are too. When you black, you always get nervous when you see a police car or pull, or when you get pulled over. I think it's just natural. It's natural for us to kind of tense up, even though you might have your registration, your insurance, everything in order, everything in order, and some shit still might pop off, right? So you already got that just growing up. You know what I'm saying? You already just have that dealing with police. You always gonna have that little even though, like I said, you can have everything together: registration, insurance, car payment on time. You know what I'm saying? Tag good, no broken lights. You have no lights out on the, no headlights out, no brake lights out, no tag light out. You know what I'm saying? You already got that mindset of oh my goodness, if I get pulled over, I gotta make sure I have everything together. And then you can have everything together and shit could still pop off. So I already had that, okay? Now, mind you, getting pulled over by the marshals, it's very, very intense. I'm talking about, I freeze up, my heart start beating, anxiety, especially when the lights come on, because it was lights. And I don't think y'all understand, when we got pulled over, they were aggressive. Oh my goodness, they were so aggressive. They were so aggressive, y'all. So aggressive. Oh my goodness. You know, I was driving. Of course, I pulled, you know, and at first, to be honest, I was like, oh shoot, it's a funeral. Cause you know, sometimes, you know, it might be a funeral, you know. So I'm thinking, okay, well, let me pull over. Cause that's what you're supposed to do. You know, you're supposed to pull over. So I'm pulling over and they pulling over. I'm like, oh shit. And literally you hear, you know, what that motherfucker say? He said, I think he want me to throw the keys out the window. I think he would throw the keys out. I'm not throwing my goddamn keys out. No goddamn. I'm not finna do. That I'm not finna do. What I did do is I rolled my window down, y'all. And trust me, in my rearview mirror right here, I can see the gun. The guns are drawn, y'all. The guns. I mean, as soon as I pulled over, it's like they jumped out the car. They jumped out of the car like this. I swear to God, it was like from a movie. Okay, guns drawn. Gun drawn. Oh, I don't know this one officer. Ooh, he was so aggressive. And I'm like, are you light skinned? Man, light skinned motherfucker, why you so aggressive? Excuse me, I have to make some humor out of it. But then niggas, it was like, throw the keys out the window. Like, what? Yo, aggressive light skinned ass. Like, what? It ain't even. It's not even that serious. And then you had the guy that she was drawn, guns drawn. She got her gun drawn too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, I went slow. I rolled my window down. I have to laugh, y'all, but this was a traumatic experience for me, y'all. Traumatic experience. Okay, now this is not the first time a gun's been drawn on me. It has happened to me when I was in high school, y'all. So yes, in high school, I'll come back to that. But this is not the first time a gun has been drawn in front of me by police. Okay, not the first time. So I rolled the window down. You know, Babe's like, babe, just, you know, I'm looking at him. He looking at me, y'all. We looking like, I'm like looking like a little bit of the kids, Simba. And I'm like, damn, it's for us. You know what I'm saying? Like when shit really hit me, I'm like, damn, is like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Like, for real, like we had no fucking idea. Like, this is for us? I thought we was good, you know? So pulled over. I feel like immediately they jumped out the car, guns drawn. You know what I'm saying? Wanted me to throw the keys out I wasn't throwing no keys out the window, but I had my hands up. You know what I'm saying? Get out the car. I'm talking about aggressive. Like, we didn't keep going. I pulled over, okay? And then I'm smart. I pulled over and like you're going into a apartment complex. So I didn't even have y'all in the road, but y'all wanted to make a motherfucking scene on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wanted to make a motherfucking scene. So y'all gonna have all your goddamn cars blocking the goddamn main street. And I parked the car, you know what I'm saying, where y'all could have easily been able to be behind me. But y'all want to make a scene. That was another thing. I was like, what is going on? I'm looking at him. He looking at me. We like, go slow. I'm like, okay. And then like soon as I'm getting ready to get out the car, them niggas, it was two white niggas. I'm calling them niggas. White motherfuckers. Okay. You know, basically like literally snatch him out the motherfucking car. I'm like, what? Why you gotta do that for? What is all that for? You know what I'm saying? Literally snatched him out of the motherfucking car. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I'm still over here having my goddamn hands out the motherfucking window. So I'm like this, and I'm looking over here, and they already got, you know what I'm saying? They, what is AR-15, and you know what I'm saying? Like, literally pointed. After they snatched him out the car, you know what I'm saying? Now he's face down, laying on his stomach with his hands behind his back. You know what I'm saying? With a AR-15 on his fucking head, pointed to his head by 2 officers. Okay? 2 officers. Okay? Now, mind you, now I'm still asked to get out the goddamn car. So now I gotta get out the car. So I get out the car and I still have my hands up. Guns are still drawing. You know why? Because I guess they know, you know, they looked up and seen that I have guns registered in my name. I am licensed to carry. So I'm pretty sure they did their research and knew, like, okay, she most likely gonna have something on her. Okay, so the goddess officer, she took my purse. You know, y'all, I wear my purse. The purse I wear on my hip. I had that purse. I think I had that purse on too that day. So I had to have my arms up and everything. She took my purse, she took my gun out, she took it all apart and everything. And then I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? She was like, well, we're getting ready to find out. We're just checking something. I'm like, what is going on? I said, is it because his case? I said, we got lawyers. We have lawyers and we're waiting to be, on a court date. You know what I'm saying? She was like, well, we're checking, man. We're checking, right? So now by the time she take my purse off and stuff like that, then they kind of dropped the guns. I mean, yeah, the guns, I guess because they seen, okay, now, she's out of the car, you know what I'm saying? We have her weapon, and everything else is secure. Now, mind you, you got Zoe, Lele, and Simba in the back seat, and then you got the white guy who had the AR in about Bay's head like this. He asking them what their name is, what's the dog name, and all. I didn't know that till way after the fact. So you got that going on while I'm standing outside. You know what I'm saying? They got us outside now on the concrete on the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? Got him cuffed up, sitting on the sidewalk. Okay, they doing the research or whatever. I guess to make sure that it is the warrant. That he needs to turn himself in and all that, whatever crap, So they finally was like, oh, yep, we got the right one. It's you. They put him in the car. And, he was like, babe, I'm going to call you. And that was the most heartbreakingest thing I ever had to deal with. The most heartbreaking thing I had to deal with. Just watch him drive off like that. And he said he seen me. He said, my head was down. I started crying when I started walking to the car. Because, of course, the kids were still in the car. Of course, they ended up letting us go because they got him. So they didn't need, we free to go. So I literally was crying the whole while there. I immediately called his mom and let his mom know what was going on. And I, immediately flew her down here. And that was that. But yes, I'm still traumatized by being pulled over like that with guns drawn. Like I said, no, that's not my first time, but it's been a long time since I had a gun drawn to me. I remember I was in high school, and I lived in a nice neighborhood. And we had alarm. We had an alarm system. And for some reason, I guess it was the wind or something. Probably Risha's spirit, somebody, right? Kicked off the alarm system. So what happened is that we were connected. Our alarm system was connected to the fire department, police department, and stuff like that, right? So I was coming home from school. Now, I rode the bus. The bus, came in front of my parents' house I grew up in. And I saw the police car, but the police car was like down a little bit towards the neighbor's side of on the house, right? So I'm thinking it might be the neighbors, because the officer car is not parked right in front of, our yard or whatever, right? So I'm not thinking it's, for our house. I'm not thinking it's, the house that I grew up in, right? So I get off the school bus, I'm walking up to the to the front door. I unlock the door and I go in the house. Now, mind you, it was cold, so I had like a black jacket on, and I had like a black scully, and then I had my book bag, so I was like wrapped up and stuff, right? So I unlocked the door, and then how my parents' house is you open the door, then you have your little like foyer area. I think they called it foyer area. Where you got your little closet here where you'll hang up your jackets and things like that. And then if you looked off to the left, that would be like the room that nobody sits in. Yes, I can see comments. What's up? Over there. And then you go straight ahead. That's the door to go into the kitchen. So I open the door. I walk in the foyer, and then I'm get ready to go to upstairs, because the steps are right there too, where you can go up the steps. And soon as I get like close to the steps and the kitchen door, the officer, he comes like, now mind you, if you go through the kitchen, the refrigerator is like right here, right? And then you have the steps to go down to the living room, right? And then if you go straight, you'll go to the porch where you can go outside. So I'm walking like I'm getting ready to go up the steps, but I guess he hears me already now, right? And he hears me get ready to come towards the kitchen, but I'm getting ready to go up the steps to the bedroom. He comes out, gun drawn, like, ooh, and I'm like, I live here. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. Y'all alarm went off, so we came in here to see, nothing's been touched. Yeah, but yeah, that nigga, drew his gun at me. Oh, yes, it makes you furious. Yes, it's heartbreaking. Yes, we are. And shit, I feel good. But yeah, those are my two stories. There was 2 stories. 3 stories. Yes. Yeah, I know. Because on my end, they were slow. So it was at one point where nobody commented anything. Yeah, it was one point where it was nobody commented anything. And I was. Because I do pay attention, because I like y'all asking me questions and stuff like that. But yeah, that's some of my story time. Yeah, I see y'all learned a little bit a little bit more about me and what I've been through. And I love to travel. And a little bit of, what what I go through, because I still have to, so when I go out and, drive and things like that, and I see an officer, a police car or something like that, I, tend to tense up a little more often than I would if, the situation happened. My day has been long, y'all. Been very, very long, but it was good. I was able to get some things done for Bae. I was able to go grocery shopping. I was able to come on here and chill with y'all, make me a salad. I was able to get the lecture on the website enough time before it dropped on YouTube. So yeah, I had been up since like 4:30. I think from 4:30, I think I might have got an hour nap in, y'all. I think I did from like 5 to 6, and then I've been up since then. Where is the best place I traveled to? I say Barbados. That was my favorite place to visit. Yeah, how was your day? Was your day good? Yeah, I like Barbados. You gotta go there. But yeah, did y'all see the lecture yet? Did y'all go see the audio lecture? Have y'all seen the audio lecture today? We work hard, y'all. I don't think y'all know what we go through to record those audio lectures. It be so much shit going on back there and stuff. Like, okay, you gotta go see it. If you want to watch the whole thing, you gotta go to the website and purchase a package. But if you want to watch the first part of it, you can go to YouTube. But yeah, do y'all know how hard it is to do them audio lectures? Class participation, please. Do you guys know how hard it is to get these audio lectures to y'all? I just want y'all to see the work. Do you see the work ethic? Do you see the work ethic? Come on, y'all. I need class participation. Not yet. I've been on the website catching up. Okay. Well, it's already on there. Okay. That's what's up. That shit is hard, y'all, because that's what I'm saying. Like, you got mine, he in there, they loud as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And he on the payphone, and then I gotta make sure, I'm recording on a whole nother phone, you know what I'm saying? And then, we gotta take breaks, and then sometimes we still gotta talk business, we gotta have that, wife and husband talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, so in the meantime, it's like, okay, tomorrow is like when we get on the phone tomorrow, we gotta talk about work. You know what I'm saying? Babe, okay, I need this put up, I need this done, this is the caption, this is the title, He's telling me all this over the payphone. I need the title. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, babe, okay, listen to it. I'm playing minute back, and look, y'all, that shit. The work ethic, okay? Okay, all right. 3, look, I'm the countdown. 3, 2, 1, record. Peace to the God. I'm like, okay, so, okay, but we be working over here. I hope y'all appreciate the work ethic, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm the countdown. I'm like, okay, babe, you ready? Okay, we ready. I press record. 3, 2, 1. Beep. Here you go. Peace to the guys, God. And then it's like, okay, you got 1 minute, and then I gotta go up, pause, whoop. And then I'm gotta wait till he calls me back. Okay, now wait till he calls me back. He called me back. Then I gotta go through the you have reached security. If to talk to such and such, please dial 1. So I gotta do all that, right? Okay, now he gets on the phone. He's like, okay, babe, you ready? I'm like, okay, yeah, babe, I'm ready, babe. So he was like, okay, give me a countdown. It's okay, here's the countdown. Okay, you ready, babe? 3, 2, 1. And like, I still gotta listen, but then we got Lele Zoe, the dog, like, you know what I'm saying? There's still other shit going on. And so I'm like, and I gotta tell them, I'm like, look, your dad is finna do a lecture. Y'all need to be quiet. Behind the scenes, okay? Behind the scenes, y'all. Behind the scenes. Okay, then he got some more. I'd be like, okay, we going again. All right, another 25 minutes, because the calls are 25 minutes, y'all, okay? He'd be like, okay, so I make sure security, you have reached, the call has hung up. The caller has hung up. I'm like, and then, call back again. Okay, we finna do it again. All right, babe, right. No, facts. So I'm like, okay, you ready, babe? Okay, I'm ready. He's like, okay, I give him a countdown. 3, 2, 1, beep, and then we record. Okay. And then he already taught me how to, put it together, how to put the thumbnail on there, how to create the thumbnail. Like he's taught me all this. So y'all, I've learned a lot. Like, I didn't know this nigga was doing all this stuff. Like, all I had to worry about is to, like he said, cook, clean, and look pretty. You know what I'm saying? Take care of the babies. I didn't know, like, he was doing all this. Like, he does everything. Thumbnails, put the thing together. He does every single thing. So now it's trading now. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, now I got to do all the physical things. As right now, he could be able to teach, but as far as in posting it here, copy and pasting it here, putting on this platform, I'm like, God damn, babe, how many goddamn platforms you got? Like, whoo, this is a lot. I said, damn, babe, I didn't know you was doing all this. Like, I appreciate you now. Now I'm a bother you, because I used to be like, damn, babe, you always in your phone. Get out your phone. And he'd be like, babe, I'm working. Now I'd be like, oh, damn, I be feeling bad now. I'm like, damn, babe, I was so wrong to be like, get out your phone. Now that I know, like, oh my God, he does a lot for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Presentation, like, it has to be aesthetically pleasing, as he say. Like, I'm like, wow, this ain't no joke, okay? So yes, y'all, that is hard for me because this is new for me. But I am a quick learner. One thing about me, I'm trainable. You show me something, maybe show me something like 1 or 2 times, what, I got it down pat. And then on top of that, sometimes I don't like to ask for help neither too. So if I can't figure out something, and if I put my mind to it, I'm gonna figure out how to do it. So I've learned some things too that, I might have forgotten, or be like, damn, how did I do this? Or you know what I'm saying? I done picked up on a whole lot of stuff, but y'all, it take a lot to put them audio lectures. What? What? It takes a lot, y'all. So I hope y'all see the the work ethic that me and him are pushing y'all to making sure we still, like, y'all getting the message, y'all. I'm making sure y'all get the message. To be honest, I'm the one who making sure y'all get the message because he can't do it. So I hope y'all appreciate this, because this shit ain't no joke. I'd be like, babe, oh, I can't wait till you get home. You can have this shit. I'm like, here you go. Here, get it. Have it. I don't want it. I want to go back in my soft era. I want to go back where I can just cook, clean, look pretty. Okay? Please. But you need the address. You need the address. But yeah, me and y'all. Like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all go watch that stuff, man. We taking our heart, like, that's our it's, we gotta put money on the books too, y'all. So we we're spending it on it to back. Y'all want to know, because y'all be like, oh, where they money going? Where they money going? What our money is going to giving y'all what y'all need, which is the message. You know what I'm saying? So that's where your money's going. So when you support, that is how you're able to continue to get the message right now. Because you know what? It costs money to get on these phone calls. Y'all want to hear his voice? It costs money to hear his voice, y'all. It costs money to hear his voice. Even me, it costs me. I gotta pay to talk to my husband. I gotta pay to talk to my husband. Like, what kind of shit is that? I have to pay to talk to my husband. What? So yes, we are like not taking, the blessings, the support for granted. I'm up 2, 3 sometimes in the AM making sure, okay, this is tagged here, this is posted here, what needs to be shared, I'm sorry if y'all don't like my shorts too on YouTube. Look, okay, I do the best I can. Yes, he said he's going to try to write everybody back before he comes home. So yes, he's taking at least 2 or 3 letters to write back a day, y'all. But he's getting, he even got a letter from somebody in Switzerland. He's gotten letters from like the Netherlands, Russia. I believe he got one for Russia too. So he's not just getting letters from the States. He's getting letters from out the country. Haiti, he's getting letters from Haiti, South Africa. So he's not just getting letters from the state. He's getting letters all over the land. So he's going to do the best he can, y'all, to write you back. But yeah, y'all, we make sure we get those lectures in. I make sure I can record them all. And I know every lectures. I can't remember exactly which one it was. It was not me. I was the one recording. I cannot fall asleep and release date. What is the address? Oh, y'all. Somebody want to give them the address? I'm a little tired. Anybody here knows the address? Can you put it in the comments? I would give it today. I'm asking today. Yeah, I'm asking today. If anybody could please write the app. But yeah, please y'all go watch it on YouTube. Go if you want to subscribe, because viewing it helps us too. As you could probably see that, yes, we got the channel monetized, but he's still providing protected because of y'all, so we appreciate it. So you want to watch it on YouTube, we just drop it by parts, and then we officially drop the full lecture. But if you want the full lecture right now, you can get it before it even hits on YouTube. Okay? Okay, y'all. All right, are you ready? I'll just give it to you. I'll give it to you. Are you ready? Do you have a pen and paper? You have a pen and paper? What's BS? Oh, the release date? Not having a release date? Yeah, no, that's bullshit. No, fact. I'm hoping that's what that was meant. Who is this? The real T Woods. Are you ready? I could tell you the address. Why are they hiding my comments? Let me know if you're ready so I can give you the address. I can give you the address. Are you ready? You have pen and paper? I see y'all just like to be nosy. Come on, y'all. Y'all don't want to ask me nothing? Y'all don't want to talk to me? Like, I like to be talked to. Like, what's up? What's going on? Y'all doing good? Thank you, Reckless. Thank you so much. Thank you, Reckless. I appreciate it. Let me see. Can I pin you? I can pin it, right? Yeah. I pinned it. There you go. There's the address. Thank you. There's the address. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This your first live ever? Thank you for joining. Yes, it is. Yes, the university website is, yes. But you can still subscribe. You can still purchase crystals on there. So it works. The website is working. Yes, I pinned it. It's already pinned. Oh, they have to pay to call him? Yeah, facts. Yeah, we gotta pay. Them calls are like about $3, like two something, $2.69, something like that. $3. You round it up. Yes, it costs $3. $3 for 25 minutes. I guess you like, oh, that's not too bad. But shit, if we talking for 7 hours, add that up. How many calls is that? Damn, you know what? I didn't even think about that. I'm like, damn, we talk. Like, we talk. I be like, damn, I'm like, babe, do you share the phone? Does any of them get to even talk to their family? Because I be feeling like as soon as babe get the phone, man, that's a wrap. Ain't nobody getting that phone. When babe get that phone, he ain't nobody getting that phone. He gonna make sure he gonna be able to talk to me the whole entire time until they come get that phone. Awesome. Awesome. Glad you got it. I'm glad you got it. I told him, I said, babe, I've been going live. I said, babe, I've been going live. He said, what? You going live? I said, yeah, babe, I've been going live. I said, I've been telling people to write you. I said, look out. You should be getting some letters. So I hope y'all don't be disappointing me now. Don't be telling my husband he finna get some letters and y'all don't even write them. Are we all vegan? No. Zoe, Lele, they still eat shrimp. They'll still eat some chicken. You know, me, I try to stay away from it. I haven't had oh shit, I ain't had no chicken in a long time. How's his diet? He eating good. That's why he's big, y'all. Like, he big. He ain't tiny like y'all, like how he was. I told him, I said, babe, I said, babe, oh my goodness, me watching your lives, babe. I was like, was I feeding you? Like, that's how big he has gotten. Because when I seen him and we seen that picture, when I seen him and then I go back and see his, I'll be like, babe, I wasn't feeding you. And he started laughing. He was like, nah, babe, it wasn't that. But I could tell it was probably stress. Like, he was still cut up. But y'all know, he beefy. I love it too, y'all. I love that beefiness. Like, he beefy, y'all. He ain't no slim. Nah, he beefy. Like, he put on a good 30 pounds in there. And yes, he eats good. He eats salmon. He eats fish. So he do his salmon. They do a lot of rice and beans in there. Sometimes he gets some chicken. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he gets some grilled chicken in there. Sometimes he'll get it cooked to fix him some I think sausage, like a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit for breakfast, y'all. What? That nigga beefy. Yeah, that nigga beefy. He good. And he work out. He work out too. He do his push-ups and all. Squats. Who laughed? I seen them laugh. Who laughed? Yes. Y'all laughing at me? Because, yeah, he beefy. I said he beefy. I love it. I'm like, okay. Yeah, because I was like, damn, what, I feeding you, babe? Golly. I was like, I like this. I told him when I seen him, I said, oh, I like this on you, babe. I like this. I was like, oh, I like this. You need to keep this up when you come home. I like this. So yeah, no, he eat, you know, he don't eat them trays. Oh yes, and look, this nigga be getting a whole, okay, you know, like a to-go plate, right? You know, like this to-go plate. Yes, he be telling me, he be like, yeah, babe, I just got a whole like to-go plate of pears. He be having pears, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, he love pears. So he would, you know, they say, yeah, babe, they just sent me a whole, he had a whole, like, no, full up, like, to the top, like, full. He was like, nah, babe, it's full up to the top. You know what I'm saying? Of pears. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely put on a lot of weight, but he eat well. And then we fast the last weekend of the month too. We fast for 48 hours. And the last weekend of the month we fast. We fast. Yep. So he's good. Like I said, he gonna come out. Y'all gonna be thinking like, ooh, look at the guard. He like, that's what I'm saying. He beefy. He beefy, y'all. Muscular beefy, like, you know what I'm saying? doing them push-ups, them broad shoulders. Yes, healthy. I told him when I see him, I said, "Oh, babe, you look good. You are healthy, babe. Oh my goodness." He looked so good, y'all. He looked so good, y'all. Like, despite of his situation, he looks good, y'all. Good and healthy. He looks good and healthy, y'all. Oh, and he eat a lot of oatmeal. He eat a lot of oatmeal too. And then peanut butter jelly. They be having peanut butter jelly sandwiches too. But like I said, despite of him being isolated 24 hours a day, he looks good and healthy, y'all. He does. He really do. He really do. I mean, of course, I can see it in his eyes. It's so painful, and but far as in, the outside physical, like, he is definitely like good and healthy. Good and healthy. Fat cheeks. Cheeks done got fat. Arms done got big. I'm telling you, I'm like, okay. He was already cut up. You know what I'm saying? Now you just add a little more weight to the cutness. Yes. Yes. Facts. Eating good in there. Eating good in there. But y'all done had a lot of time for me. I'm going to be getting off in like 10 minutes. I'm getting off at 11 o'clock, y'all. But thank y'all for everybody who's been in here with me. I hope I don't see my ass on YouTube. Please tell anybody. The guys don't want to be on YouTube. I just want to come in here and vibe with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that might be asking too much for too much. But please update. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's when you should record me. I'm just on here just kicking. I hope I don't see myself. But if I do, what can I do? I can't do nothing. I mean, I could report it, but I seen somebody saying that. I know that's right. Thanks. He's good and healthy. I can't wait till he be right here in his purpose, his presence is definitely missed in our home. But I'm blessed. I am able to talk to him every day, y'all. The only time that I was not able to talk to him is when he was during that time when he was behind the glass wall. That was the first time we had never spoke to each other that long ever since we've been together. Since we've been together, we've been with each other 24/7, 365, whatever they call it, a year. We didn't ever go nowhere without each other. And some people think that's crazy. Like, oh, you up under your husband all the time? You up under your wife all the time? Y'all don't go no places by yourself? No, we never went any places by ourselves. We always went together, me and him, or me and him and all the kids. And like, we did not go places by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And we talked every day. You know what I'm saying? And then when he was in the county, you know, we talked every day, you know, too. Even though he was only able to get like 30 minutes out, you know, a day. And then we would have video calls. So I would make sure every day we would at least have 3 video calls. Okay? So I'm still talking to him, y'all. I'm still talking to him. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And then, bam, he gets transferred to Hayes. And I'm like, you know, because for me, so I already was picked up on game, like, okay, he's about to get transferred. You know what I'm saying? And I already talked to the warden. See, and that's another thing. The wardens know me because I call up there. I need to speak to such and such. You know, look, I was finally able to get him a food package, y'all, care package. Oh, that took forever to get. Just the basics. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this should be stressful sometimes. It'd be stressful. It'd be stressful. It'd be stressful. But I'm blessed to be able to talk to him. Like I said, I'll be able to talk to him every day. When he went behind that glass wall, that was the first time we had not spoke in 60 days. Never, not talking to each other. We never been through that. That was another traumatic experience. I can tell you, I done been through some devastating experience. And during that time, I don't know if y'all was in my story and stuff, but when I post I had a panic attack, that shit was for real. I really did have a panic attack. Because that was during the time where he was behind that glass wall and I was going crazy out here. I didn't know what, I felt lost. I didn't know what the hell to do. I didn't know if he was okay. I didn't know if he was dead. My thing is, I didn't know if he was dead or alive. I think that was my problem. Me not being able to hear him. At least if I hear him, I know he's still alive. But not being able to have no contact, no nothing with him, that was the most scariest thing I ever experienced. Scariest thing I ever experienced. It was frightening. I'm trying to get him off the grid. I'm trying to get him out this country. When he comes home, I'm trying to get out this country, y'all. I'm trying to get out of here. But that was the longest that we haven't spoke to each other. So we're glad that came and went. Ever since then, we have been in communication every day, Monday through Friday. Of course, not the weekend. So when I say every day, I'm talking about the weekday, okay? Because I don't want people to think, oh, she said every day. Every day the weekday. Lord have mercy. Now, sometimes during the holiday, they celebrate. I remember one time I think he was able to call me on the weekend because it was a holiday and some shit. I think it was towards Thanksgiving or Christmas. But other than that, Monday through Friday. That's the only time I'm able to talk to him and on the payphone. Okay? So I'm blessed to be able to do that, y'all. But yeah. But right now, he's still he's writing a book. He's still, still grieving from his grandmother. But overall, he's in good health. He's still, like I said, he's still dropping audio lectures. He still works out. He still does a lot of reading. He does receive letters. I make sure I send him a card either every week or every 2 weeks. what else? I finally, y'all, I was so happy he was finally to be able to get his food care package. Oh my goodness. He got to get all his like favorite chips, candy, and all that. Oh, that made me feel so good because I had to fight tooth and nail to get him that. I'm like, come on, he ain't do shit. Y'all acting like he done did some awful things. He can't even get the fucking basics. Like, come on, y'all don't know how hard it was that I had called it up there, emailing the ombudsman, emailing the commissioner, emailing the wardens. Like, what? Phone calls after phone calls after phone calls. What's going on? Why this? What is this? What do you mean? When is he gonna get off that? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Can you help me? What am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? What is this? What is this? I'd be like, what is this? Like, what are we really, like, this is some shit, like, I'm sorry, I never experienced that. So, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, what? I had to fight, y'all. I had to fight for that visit. It was so bad, y'all. It was one of those days I broke down, because I had my broke down days, y'all. Yes, I had my broke down days. I'm gonna hurry up and tell it. I was broken down. I was in the tub. I was doing a spiritual bath, and I just broke down in tears. And one of the wardens called me, right? The wardens called me, and I can't even get myself together. I'm like, oh my God, let me clear I couldn't even get myself together because I was bawling. I was bawling so much, right? Because I was trying to release some of the pain. So I answer the phone. It's him. He was like, Mrs. White, and I'm like, yes. And I'm like, I just want to say, like, I'm begging and pleading, like, please let me see my husband. I haven't seen him in 2 years. Like, what's going on? This is not fair. And, like, I literally just cried my heart out to him. You know what I'm saying? And the next day, he calls me and was like, Mrs. White, you are approved for a visit. Like, because I had been going, it's already had been 2 years fighting to go see him in person, y'all. Fighting to go see him. And when I bawled my heart out on that phone to that warden, and that warden made sure I got that visit. Mr. McLeod, I think that's not Mr. McLeod. I appreciate you. He white. Yeah, he white. I appreciate him because he made sure I was able to see my husband. Okay? I was able to see, and that's how y'all got the picture with me and him. Okay? But that's another story time, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace and blessing. Y'all will see me next week. I might be doing tacos. So, yeah, you'll probably see me on a Tuesday because we do Taco Tuesday. Okay? Peace and blessings.